Good afternoon from Chengdu in southwest China. I am Xu Xinchen. So the city is holding a food fair on the sidelines of the Conference on Dialogue of Asian Civilizations in Beijing, dubbed the Chengdu Panda Asian Food Festival. Hundreds of regional dishes from both home and abroad are being shown here in Chengdu to locals and also people from outside of the region and even outside of China. But since we're in China and we're in Sichuan, and when we're talking about Chengdu, people think about panda, people think about hot chili peppers, and even Sichuan peppercorn. Sichuan cuisine has been expanding fast, not just here, not just in China, but also beyond borders. So right here, I am outside of a Chengdu Sichuan Cuisine Museum that we're going to, hop into the museum in just a little bit. We're going to learn more about the history and also probably take a few bites of the iconic dishes from Southwest China. So during the past few days, I've been touring around the food fair, and I've saw food from like Israel, Pakistan, Singapore, South Korea, and of course Japan. So different regional dishes, they have their different flavors. But why? But here in Chengdu, all the flavors, all the kicks from Sichuan cuisine is quite special. We have international renowned dishes like the mapo tofu. We have kung pao chicken. Our viewers from other parts of the world may be familiar with these tastes. And to be honest, actually, even though they are now Sichuan cuisine, but the flavor actually came all around the world. Hot chili pepper is in fact not from Sichuan at all. It was imported many years ago, hundreds of years ago from Africa, from America. And actually, what I just learned many years ago, when in Sichuan they only have ginger. They only use ginger to make the powerful and the kicks in their dishes. And I believe. And in addition to Chengdu, there are also other venues offering a taste of Chinese dishes and Chinese cuisines elsewhere in China. And I believe my colleague Wu Lei is now along the Yangtze River area in Hangzhou, to be exact, are going to show us a little bit more about other ways about eating delicious food from China.
Hello and welcome to the beautiful city of Hangzhou. And after the hot pot, and now let's take a tour and to the Hangzhou cuisine, because just as Xu Xinchen mentioned, the hot pot is very popular in Sichuan province, but also here in the Hangzhou city, there is also another Asian Cuisine Festival, and which is being held from May the 19th from May the 13th to May the 19th, and today is the last day of the Asian Cuisine Festival Cultural Park. Now here, as we can see that there are three parts here. This is Asian Cuisine Street, and there is also another local cuisine street, and also there is another international cuisine street. And later we will explore some of the most popular cuisines here, and also we will also tell you more about the food and also how the digital technology has making our cooking and also lifestyle more comfortable and easier. As we can see that today is still raining, and but the weather couldn't stop many visitors coming here to try some of the most popular food and some of the most popular drinks here in Asia and beyond. And actually, over the past few days, I have been touring this place and tried some of the most popular food in Asia and also across the world. And people say that food is one of the best examples for the cultural exchanges, because whenever we went to the place, we will also try some local foods. And the food is one of the best examples to try the local cultures. And now let's hand over to my colleague Li Jianhua, who is in Guangzhou, and he will get you more about the herbal tea cultures.
everyone, this is Li Jianhua broadcasting live in the southern Chinese city. Hello everyone, and hello everyone again. Hello everyone, this is Li Jianhua broadcasting live in the southern Chinese city of Guangzhou. And this place is really hot, it's around 36 degrees Celsius right now. So my colleagues are going to talk about the food culture in Hangzhou and Sichuan. But this place, we're going to talk about the local herbal tea that people use to drink to deal with the heat outside. If you are very much into Chinese medicine or if you're very much into the herbal tea here, definitely don't forget to follow us, and we're going to walk you through how the people in the past deal with or cope with the heat outside and make herbal tea. So my colleague Xu Xinchen is going to start the show first, and Xinchen, take it over.
It's a good afternoon again from Chengdu in southwest China, the capital city of Sichuan province. And right now I am inside of the Sichuan Cuisine Museum. So it's a massive museum. And I need a little bit of help from Dai Jie, who is a tour guide for the museum. And also you're called Mona, right?
Yeah, I'm Mona, the local guide in this museum. And today we're going to carry you to get inside and check the museum out. Okay.
Great. So Mona, let's just tell us a little bit about the background about this museum. How many sections are there in this museum?
Yeah, there are about 6 the main hall. The first you can see the collection halls is
the collection hall.
Yeah, about more than 6,000 collections over there, and let's get inside.
Sure. So we are entering the collection hall of the Sichuan Cuisine Museum. And so what's inside of this hall? I believe it's really about the history behind the Sichuan cuisine, isn't it?
You can see this area. This area shows the origin of the Sichuan culture and the Sichuan cuisine. So you can see this is the main goods, the peppercorn. The Sichuan peppercorn symbolizes the numbing flavor, and the ginger. So the ginger symbolizes the flavor of the spicy, because there were no chili at the very beginning, so Sichuan people cook with the ginger to do the spicy flavor. Yeah.
Just as I have mentioned about 5 minutes ago, I just learned from Mona about half an hour ago that actually Sichuan people, they use ginger before they got chili pepper here, right? So what about other things right here? So what are these?
So you can see there is a stove made in hand dynasty about 1,700 years ago. So this 1,700 years ago.
So it's 1,700 years ago, right?
Yeah, and you can see the two parts. The bigger one is we light fire below and put the wok on the top. So you can see there in the middle there is a hole.
Yes.
So the heat can go through the hole to this part. So this part, people use this part to keep the food warm or the boiled water.
So basically just one this one
the main part.
Okay, the main part it will be get fire,
Yeah.
but the other one is just for warming,
Yes,
to keep
the food warm.
Okay.
It's really energy saving, right? So
Yes,
people is very clever at that time to know how to save the energy.
It is.
Yeah.
So basically, in this collection hall, it's all about cooking utensils, right?
About the cuisine, the food.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course the drinking, there is a tea. And we call it the lid bowl tea. So the tea saucer and the tea cup, there should be a lid. So in Sichuan, the traditional tea in Sichuan, and I'll show you how to drink the lid bowl tea. So first you could hold this one, the saucer, like you hold the coffee saucer with your left hand, and then shake the lid with your right hand, and then drink it. So there is a tip. If you finish it, you flip the lid and put it on the cup and put it back to the table. That means you want to pay
more tea.
You want to pay the bill.
So you're finished when you actually flip the lid and put it back on the cup.
Yeah.
It means like you finished.
Yeah,
Wait, that's interesting. That's the first time that I knew it.
there is most precious treasure in our museum.
Really?
Yeah, our blue and white porcelain.
So this one. So
Yeah, this
as
one.
you mentioned, this is the most precious one
Yeah.
that your museum has.
Yeah, it worth for 4 million RMB.
So it's 4 million yuan. This one can be auctioned for 4 million yuan, which is about 700,000 US dollars.
Yeah.
Something like there, yeah.
Yeah, you can see the color is very beautiful, and the painting style was favored by 3 different emperors: the Kang Emperor, Yong Emperor, and the Chen Emperor. And the bottom of this jar, and they're signed the made in Qing dynasty. So this jar is not only a pickle jar; it's also an artwork, and it was made for the emperor or the royal family members. So you can see
Yeah.
it's broke. It's broken.
Is it a little bit?
Yeah, we use the gold to fix it.
Ah,
So
okay.
the gold is the best choice for people to fix the porcelain.
Okay, so gold is really good to like glue, like to put porcelain back together. So one more thing, just talking about this. This is a pickle jar. If our viewers didn't get it yet, so it's basically in Asian Chinese, even modern Chinese, how we pickle things, how we make pickles. We use that kind of jar. We put vegetables inside, and we cover it with salt and other things, and then we put water on top of it to seal it.
Yeah, the water. When we put the food in the jar,
Yeah.
and the out range of the
Yes.
jar fill with the water, and the water can separate the food from
Yeah,
the air.
it seals
so then we
the
can keep
jar.
the food fresh.
Yes.
And, there are many different flavors about the Sichuan cuisine. There are many different
So
flavors.
how many are there?
23. Maybe.
So it's about 23 different flavors actually people can find in Sichuan cuisine. So
Yeah.
it's not just about spicy, right?
Yeah, of course, many people think that the Sichuan food is spicy, but there are many different flavors about the Sichuan cuisine.
So what are there any examples? Like because like
Such as the fish flavor pork, with the fish flavor, tastes like a little bit sour or the sweet, sour,
sweet,
sweet
yeah.
and sweet
Okay.
flavor. Yeah.
I just want to point this out because actually UNESCO awarded Chengdu cuisine, not Chengdu cuisine, as Chengdu as the city of gastronomy back in 2010. So basically, Chengdu is a great city for like food culture and etc.
Do you know the logo? You can see the logo above the DU.
Yes.
There are 2 chili. There are 2 chili. The chili is really like the mouse.
Yes.
And above the chili, there is a black dot. You can see the black dot. That's the peppercorn.
Oh, the老吴，我们能推上去吗？就是我们看那个船旁边像一个痣一样，it's like a mole, right？像个痣一样。
Like a beauty mark.
It's
So,
like a beauty
do you
mark.
know
But
in
actually, it signifies the peppercorn here in Chengdu.
the peppercorn? But do you know in Sichuan culture, if someone have a beauty mark above the lips
Yes.
over there, that means you are a foodie, like who loves the food very much.
But then, even though this part is very exciting, but this is only the entrance part of this whole museum, right? So what about other parts? Are there any other things that people can do when they enter this museum?
Of course, we're gonna to see our area. There are many big vans. The big vans inside is the broad bean chili paste, the soul of the Sichuan cuisine. You know.
Yes.
That means that it is the most common ingredients in our Sichuan cuisine, in the Sichuan food.
It's called raw bean paste, raw soybean paste.
The broad bean and the chili and the salt.
I mean, how do you properly call it? I mean, the paste. 豆瓣酱，我们的 proper.
Sweet. The pepper.
The paste. How to say
Paste.
it again?
How to
say it again? I didn't get you.
Okay,
Let's say it again. Yeah.
the broad bean.
No, I mean, how to
paste.
how to say it? Like the thing. 豆瓣酱的英文应该是正确的英文是，就刚才你讲的，
Broad
对
bean chili paste. Yeah.
It's a broad bean chili paste, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
but some foreigners call that the pepper paste or the
Pepper?
chili paste.
Okay,
Just
pepper or
because-
chili because it's
Because
spicy.
they think that's spicy, but one year is spicy because with the time pass by, the spicy, the heat of the
Yes.
chili will slow down, and so there are many.
So right, we are here. Mona just told us about the vases, all those different jars, big jars, and right here. So actually, you're making the chili paste right here, right?
So before, we do we flip all the chili, all the chili paste twice every day, and we need to do that more than 1 year,
Yes.
so that we can eat the broken chili paste.
So, but you mentioned about like the raw ingredients in the chili paste. So this is the broad bean that we have right here,
The local area. Yeah.
just from the local area,
Yeah.
and of course we have chili peppers. But this is not the kind that actually used it.
Because the heat of this chili is higher than the
It's a little stronger.
stronger than the normal one. This one. So we don't use this one, and we use the chili. We call
Yes.
it the Argentine chili. It's longer.
It's longer.
Yeah.
It's also red, right? It's a red chili.
Yeah, bright. More bright than.
It's brighter than this. Just for our viewers from outside China, if you have never tried out the chili paste, the raw bean chili paste, this is what it looks like. You know, it's a dark, kind of darker red brown.
It's different.
paste.
It's different from others because it's the handmade.
It's handmade. It's
Yeah,
handmade
okay.
in the museum, by the museum.
From the vats, those vats.
So,
Before we get in, we need to wear these hands.
so okay, it's very sanitary, I guess. Okay.
Looks like the shower head.
I hope I look good in this. I don't know. I need a mirror.
A little funny. Okay, let's do it. So this is the broad bean chili paste, and you can see the ingredients. The broad bean, and the chili. The chili is Argentine chili, and from the Muma Mountain, right outside of Chengdu.
So you mentioned that we have to let it ferment for about a year.
Fermented for more than 1 year.
But then, because the finished product in that jar, the color is a little bit darker. Can I say this is a bit young?
because this is a 1 year broad bean chili paste with higher heat, and this is a 4 year.
Will it be hotter or actually it will be more mild?
Less spicy. Less
Okay, so this
spicy
will be
and
milder,
with-
more mild.
with more fragrance of the broad bean, but
Okay.
less spicy than the 1 year.
Okay, so basically, I believe if I'm not wrong, you have to correct me. It's like when the fermentation lasts longer, actually the spiciness goes down,
Yeah.
but then the flavor from the broad bean will actually emerge a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. And then also
So
my first
that's
time
why
to know
the
this.
1 year is a good choice for hot pot, because the hot pot is a little spicy.
Yes.
And the 4 year broad bean chili paste is good choice for the mapo tofu.
So actually, mapo tofu is not that spicy.
Yeah, of course, the mapo tofu is not very spicy because we need to use the broad bean chili paste with more years.
okay.
And
So what's our next stop?
okay, we're gonna to say the kitchen god, the kitchen god
The
temple.
kitchen god.
over there.
Kitchen god. I think in Chinese it's
You know
called
kitchen
灶王.
god?
Yeah, I mean I know in Chinese it's called 灶王. 灶王.
灶王.
So he's basically the god of the kitchen. So what are the stories behind this kitchen
The
god?
kitchen god is a deity, a popular deity in ancient China, and so most Chinese will worship the kitchen god every year, and most homes will hold a image, a paper image about this deity in their home nearby the stove. And so the kitchen god is a deity. He will back to the heaven, and the
kitchen
last
garden-
month, and the last month of the lunar year. So a week before the Chinese New Year.
okay.
Yeah, and that day the kitchen guard will back to the heaven to present the yearly report about the human beings,
Okay.
the whole things that
That's very
this year.
interesting, yes.
And so the god of the heaven, with the Jet Emperor, will reward or punish the
Yes.
people due to the according to the report.
Okay.
So,
I'm going to stop you. I'm sorry. So right there we have the tablet. It's called 赵王祠, basically the temple of the kitchen god or ancestral hall. So right here, kitchen god.
I think it's the temple, not the hall.
Okay. And as Mona just told us, like the kitchen god will, by the end of each lunar year, the kitchen god will, report back to the heaven, to Jade Emperor about what good has humans been doing and what bad they've done, I guess. And so, you mentioned a lot of people, they will hand the pictures, photos of the kitchen god, near their stoves. Is there a particular reason?
Yeah, because the kitchen guard is how to say, related to our the daily life. So for the kitchen, so it says that if someone get the blessing of the kitchen guard, he will be a good chef.
Oh, okay. Would you mind to show us how to actually worship the kitchen god?
We should obey when we before we worship our kitchen god. We should get in from the left door and get out from the right door.
So we get inside through the left door. And is there a reason for that?
Because in China, the right side shows the respectation. So if you get in with the left hand, you are at the direction of the right hand of the kitchen guard. So
Because it's like a picture, it's a
you
mirror
should.
image of us, so our directions are different. When we enter through the left door, it's the right of the statue of the kitchen god, and the right side in Chinese means respectful. Yeah, okay. So and what are there any gestures that we should do to actually worship the god?
Yeah, so first I'll show you how to do that. First, we put your right hand over here and let your left hand cover it. Because in China, many people use the right hand to cut.
Because a lot of people are right-handed, and when they are cooking, they might use their right hand to chop up things.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you let your left hand cover it, and so which means the good can overcome the evil.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's very interesting.
And then about 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And stand for making wish. Okay, after making wish, there is a bowl, and you use these chopsticks to knock the outrange of the bowl. So this sound can let our kitchen guard know our wish. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. So, and that's it, right? And we have to leave through the right door.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, but now is my left. I mean, I'm just speaking of directions, right?
Okay, now we're going to see a show.
So we're going to see a show, and what about it?
Yeah, the show is about a life skill. Yeah.
It's about knife skills.
Yeah. She's the only female chef in our museum.
So right there, we have the only female chef across Sichuan Cuisine Museum, and she's going to show us some quite exciting skills that she got. Tell us a little bit more about it. What is she's going to show us?
Yeah, she will use you can see the huge knife. He will cut the dough,
Yeah.
the yellow one. Yeah, cut the dough into the noodle, the thinnest noodle in the
So she's
world.
going to make noodles. But I believe it's not just more. It's more than just making noodles, right? And the way how, and she's going to blindfold it, right?
Of course.
And can I fold your eyes?
他帮你蒙眼。
我帮你蒙下眼行吗？ Just for the sake of the trust from our viewers, that I'm going to fold her eyes. Oops.
有点歪了，
Okay,
没
sure.
关系。
Hold on, sir.
It's okay.
Okay.
So the dough made of 3 ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
The egg yolk,
Egg yolk.
yeah, and the wheat flour, and
Yeah, flour
the salt.
and salt. And
No water.
I didn't do it. I think I didn't do it right. I mean, it's falling apart. So Mona just told us in the dough there are 3 ingredients. So it's a very basic noodle ingredients, noodle formula. We have flour, we have egg yolk, and of course water to make them all together, and we have
There
salt.
is no water in that dough.
Oh, there's no water, but
Just use the egg yolk.
oh, egg yolk. Okay. And we have the big knife, and I think the show starts right
It's
now.
very heavy.
Oh, I'm really nervous right now. So I think that's it, right? And can we can I touch it? Touch the noodles? Can I touch the noodles?
它要
我能
来一点
看一下吗？ Just see how fine this is. It's like hair, right?
Yeah, as fine as it can go through the eye of the needle.
Okay. How long did it take for you to actually practice this? 就是我们练成这个，您练了多久啊
2年。
？Just 2 years，2年就可以的。
啊，你觉得2年很短吗？
You know,
It's a long time.
but
If you do the same thing
every
every
day.
day, yeah.
Okay. Wow. Thank you so much. The only female chef here in Sichuan
Go
Cuisine
through the
Museum.
needle.
Oh, she's going to show us that.
Yeah.
Okay, she's going to try to put.
He picks some noodles and then the noodle goes through the eye of the needle.
Look at that. And then she's going to burn it. Okay.
Yeah, to show there's no water in it.
Okay, that's really cool.
You know, when we burn the paper, paper becomes the ash.
Yes.
That you
The
can
ash.
say-
Yeah.
So you can say the shade of the noodle doesn't change.
Wow.
You can see the noodle clearly.
Yes. Oh, that's crazy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But then we have a lot of, we have the museum, we have like skillful chefs showing to like visitors visiting this museum. And I also know actually visitors who come to this place, they can also try to cook themselves, right? And they're going to learn dishes. So I believe that's our next stop, isn't it?
Yeah, the visitors from all around the world and come here to learn something about the history, about our museum, about the Sichuan cuisine, and to have a a cook class
Yes.
in our museum.
Okay. So because I know that you're from Sichuan, and I just want to ask how spicy you prefer like in your daily diet.
Yeah, I think I love the spicy food. Cause you know why the Sichuan people loves the spicy flavor?
I believe is related to where they are, right? The weather and the environment, isn't it?
But at the very beginning there were no chili, so you know, in traditional Chinese medicine, it said that people could eat some spicy food or the hot food to remove the moisture of their body and to keep it warm, to keep the balance of the body.
Yes.
And maybe the, you know, Chengdu in the flat area, and the weather or the climate is very wet. So people would eat some spicy food to remove the moisture of the body. But I don't care about the traditional Chinese medicine. I just like the flavor. Yeah, the flavor.
I love spicy food as well, but you know, here, as Mona said, like here in
I cannot leave if I don't need the chili, the spicy flavor.
which way should we go?
This way.
Okay. So basically, you know, the weather here is very humid, it's very wet, and it was just showering like half an hour ago. And especially during spring and summer, it rains a lot. And, you know, spicy food, the heat will really help people to feel more comfortable when you are just in a place. Like sunlight is not that often here in Chengdu, a lot of rain.
Yeah, in summer you may feel very sticky about
Because
your
of all the
skin.
moisture from the air.
Yeah.
And now we're inside of the venue where they offer cooking classes to visitors visiting the Sichuan Cuisine Museum. But then I saw this, and I don't know how to. It's Chuan.
Chuan Thai.
It's Chuan Thai.
It's food.
It looks like French, but it isn't.
Yeah,
right?
many people think that it's French, but not. This is a logo.
Yes.
That's a chili.
That's a chili.
And it's a peppercorn.
Oh, that's the peppercorn. Yeah.
Yeah, just the logo.
So it's a Chuan Thai in Chinese, but then spelled out in pinyin, right?
Yeah.
And we're heading to the room where actually they are now cooking, I believe.
This way. Yeah, there someone is cooking.
Should we knock first? Oh, it's right there.
Yeah. Let's check it.
Yes. Let's have a look.
Many foreigners over there to learn some dishes.
So look at this. I don't even dare to speak loud just because it feels like it's very technical, isn't it?
It's the popular dish in Sichuan. We call it mapo tofu.
Yeah, mapo tofu, very iconic. Yeah.
Let me show you the ingredients. The main one, the tofu, and yeah.
So of course we have tofu right there.
Yeah, and the far one is the fried beef. The fried beef.
So I'm going to.
You can pick it.
So this is fried beef, as Mona just told us.
And near the beef, the ginger
Ginger and
garlic. And the garlic leaves.
Yeah, oh, that's garlic leaves. That's not green onion.
Not green onion.
Okay. So basically,
Like the Chinese chive.
yeah, Chinese chive.
Spring onion.
So basically, so for your job every day, so you offer tour guiding services, but then you also help to teach them how to cook, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm a cook teacher.
Oh, and also cooking.
Of course, I'm not only a guide, but also I am a cook teacher.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't want to interrupt them, but then I might just jump in and ask how they feel about it. Excuse me? How are you feeling right now?
Well, it's something new, so I normally don't cook, so this is quite easy for me. Everything is set up, so I think it's pretty cool.
So this is your first time visiting Chengdu?
Chengdu, no, it's not the first time. It's already the second time.
The second time. And how do you like the food here so far? Because you are making mapo tofu, I think it's very iconic, and you can basically find it elsewhere around the world as well. How do you like it?
I like it very much because at least in my country back home, I'm from Peru, we do have a lot of Chinese influence in our food.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we do. So this is more authentic, of course, because in my country it's already mixed with our local products as well. But here is like where it comes from, so it's actually nice to see how it's being mixed with our food as well.
And actually, people from Peru, they also love spicy food, right?
Yes, they do.
okay.
Yeah. And South America, most of South American people, they actually like a lot of the spices. Yes.
So I'm going to let you go back to what you're doing, but it looks like you're doing it right and you're doing it perfect. You are, from my eyes, I guess. So for the sake of time, and we need to wrap up here, and this is the Sichuan Cuisine Museum here in Chengdu, and as I mentioned, the city is now holding a food festival and offering all the chances for people from local to taste a bite of food from other parts of Asia, and of course for other people from outside of Sichuan as well as around the world to have a better understanding about local cuisine. And I guess my colleague Wu Lei is going to show us something that is more technical, like how artificial intelligence and robots can make our dining experience easier and more convenient, even better.
Okay, here after Xu Xinchen's introduction about the hot pot in Sichuan province, now welcome to the beautiful city of Hangzhou. As we know, the Asian Cuisine Festival, A Taste of Hangzhou, is being held here, and today is the last day of this Asian Cuisine Festival Park. And here, as we can see, there are many vendors in Asia and also from other countries like Italy and Vietnam and also Australia. And they are showcasing their latest food and also other skills, because some of the top chefs have been coming here to show some of their skills. And also we know that in recent days there are over 400 vendors from over 50 countries and regions have been coming here. As we can see, even today is raining, and it couldn't stop that the enthusiasm about people's enthusiasm about food. As you can imagine that how crowded here, and people are just crazy about food, and they couldn't wait to come here to taste some of the most popular and delicious food here. And that's one of the Asian cuisine streets here in Hangzhou. And also here in the Asian Cuisine Festival, we can see that this is the horn of the Hangzhou Pavilion, and some local snacks, and also showcasing here. And now let's take a closer look at how the local snacks and the delicacies. And even here today, because today is Sunday, and we can see that many visitors have brought their children, and even the old and the young have been coming here to taste some of the local nuts. Like this is a rice cake, and it's like a peach rice cake. It's one of the most popular cakes here in Hangzhou, and people would like to come here to have a try. And as we can see that these peach are very popular, and people can just buy here. We often say that food is one of the best examples for the cultural exchanges. If you are interested in the local culture, you can try local food. 哎，这个多少钱一个？10块。我们买一个吗？好的。Let's try to buy one of the rice cakes. 把这个。Okay. And this peach rice cake only costs 10 yuan. Okay, here we go. Okay, thank you. 今天是最后一天吗？最后一天。Okay, so today is the last day. 这几天卖的怎么样？
非常好，每天的话，这个可以卖500个以上。
Okay, so every day over 500 pieces of these rice cakes are sold to the local visitors and also visitors across the world. Let's have a look and have a try of this rice cake. There are some sugars inside this rice cake. It tastes very good. And we know we are live streaming from our Facebook, Twitter, and our app. If you have any comment, if you are interested in Asian food, please leave us a comment. And now let's take a really quick tour to this Hangzhou Cuisine Pavilion. As we can see, some of the most popular local food are now displayed. Even these are not real dishes, but it looks very real. This Dongpo pork is very famous, and has a very good story about the Xu Dongpo, a very famous poet in Asian China, and this pork was invented by him, and become very popular. And also this fried shrimp with a longjing tea is also very popular and tastes very good. And also this sweet soap fish in Hangzhou West Lake sweet soap fish. And all these dishes are very popular in the Zhejiang province and the southern part of China. And we know that in recent days, people are coming here to enjoy the food and also try to show how the technology is making our life easier and making our cooking easier. And at this booth, one of the local technology company named Zhuoyang are showcasing one of the latest technologies that can make our cook very easier. Let's take a closer look. And here at Zhuoyang, the booth, and we can see some of the popular products here. And now let's talk to one of the guides here. And could you please tell us what are the highlights of these cooking machines?
Welcome to the Zhuoyang Experience Bar. So there's a couple of machines that we do want to showcase today. So starting over here, if you'll take a look, this is the K1S.
Please tell what are the highlights of these products? Just take one or two examples.
One or two examples.
Yeah.
So the K1S is the latest and greatest in our line of soy milk machines, and it really kind of revamps the process. It makes the process and cleaning, everything just is such a breeze. It's super simple.
Just like this one?
So actually, if you'll take a look right behind you, this one is our steam rice cooker, which is the first in the world. It's absolutely innovative in the way that it cooks rice through steam rather than boiling, which is what the traditional process is.
This is chicken?
Yes, this is a steamed chicken. It might surprise you, but when we made this, we didn't add a single drop of water. This is all cooked via steam. So this soup is the steam that was infused inside the chicken and the vegetables, and it ultimately comes out as this delicious soup.
So it saves a lot of water or energy or power.
Yes, it's very efficient and it's absolutely delicious.
Okay.
And over here, this is our automatic smart stir-fry machine, which is really interesting.
Automatic?
Yes.
You mean if I don't know how to cook, but this machine can cook by themselves?
Yes, okay. So really this is perfect for any kitchen, because for people that don't know how to cook, whether you're young, inexperienced, or just looking to kind of get into the kitchen, this will really help you get on the way to being a chef. Because inside the machine is equipped with 78 recipes just out of the box.
Can you show it how it works?
Yes. Okay, so here it has a couple of categories, and if we go into this, which is the meat section,
we have to choose which dishes we like.
Yes, and once you do decide on a dish, today we'll be making this one. It does tell you what to do and everything that you need, as well as how much of it you put. So inside we already put all the seasoning, which it tells you to do, and
you have to prepare the ingredients in before this.
Yes, just very simply, you can just cut up your meat and your vegetables, and they'll be ready for the machine.
Okay.
And from here, all you would have to do is put in the meat and the vegetables. Would you like to do a demonstration today?
Okay. You can do it.
Yes.
You can show us how it works.
Okay.
This is a beef?
Yes, it tells you to do 250 grams of meat and 100 grams of this pepper right here. So all you would have to do is just to add inside.
So this machine is very popular for those who are interested to cook but that don't know how to do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It is, but I would also say it's great for people that are already experienced in the kitchen because it really helps expedite the process.
Can you tell the differences between the dishes made by human or made by machine?
You know what? It's absolutely stunning what this machine can make out, and if you look at it, there might be some slight differences, but in terms of taste, it's absolutely amazing.
Okay.
So all you have to do is close the lid, and since we're already on the screen, you just press the start button, and it'll begin everything itself.
It starts working.
Yes. So first it'll stir up a little bit just to kind of separate the ingredients. Then it'll start heating up, as you can see, and it just does everything by itself. It does the stirring part and the frying part, hence stir fry.
How many minutes will it?
So right here,
here, as we can see, it only takes about less than 6 minutes to finish this dish.
This dish is 6 minutes, and for every dish, it'll have a specific amount of time that it does. And one of the great features of this machine that I do want to point out is that this machine doesn't actually have fumes, which is very common with stir fry. It'll just have a little bit of water vapor, but especially for kitchens that don't have an exhaust system capable of kind of dealing with Chinese dishes, because that does take a lot of energy. This is perfect because you can just do it in an environment such as your kitchen, not have to ventilate, and it works perfectly.
So this kind of machine are very popular in China and also across Asia?
China, across Asia, and just about any kitchen. I'd say globally, it works very well. Anyone that wants to get into
So these kind of products have been exported to different countries. Can you give us some examples in which country are just popular?
Right now, it's mainly used in the mainland market and as well as like Taiwan, but it'll be expanded upon. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But we still need to wait 5 minutes to taste this dish. But we are not going to wait. We are still having some more technologies and artificial intelligence technology to show us how these technologies will help our cooking and our lifestyle better and more efficient. Thank you. Thank you. And as we can see, there are so many people, and even the rain couldn't stop them to coming here to try this some of the latest delicacies and also the food and drinks. And we know that the Asian Cuisine Festival is also being held in Chengdu, in Hangzhou, in Guangzhou, and also in Beijing. And here in Hangzhou, there are over 400 vendors from over 50 countries and regions coming to the city to showcase their latest technologies. Some of the top chefs have been invited here to demonstrate their skills. And some of the local restaurants also showcasing their restaurants and their food. If people are interested to have a try of this food, they can just come here to buy. Because we know today is the last day of this Asian Cuisine Festival Cultural Park here in Hangzhou. But people can still go to other places in the city because there are still other exhibitions like the cooking vessels exhibition, and also there are tea museums exhibition because people can come here to try different things. And this also is a restaurant to showcase that how popular the local food and local snacks. And no matter the young visitors and also old visitors, you can just come here to try. And we know that actually over the past 2 days I have been touring this place, and I just saw some black technologies that make our cooking and making our life more convenient. As we can see, there are just so many people. It's very crowded. You can imagine how passionate and people are interested in, and people show their passion about food. And interesting here is very famous American brand KFC. And actually yesterday when we were here, we have saw a drone delivery about their food, because this company has cooperated with other technology companies to showcase how a drone is delivering this kind of fast food. But today, unluckily, we couldn't see that the drone delivery, but we can see still there is a booth here to show that there was some drone delivery experience here. But today we didn't get the luck. Maybe it's because of the raining or because of some other reasons. But at this cultural festival, people can just exchange, and people can know that how food and how various food we can have in Asia and across the world, because we can see that there are some vendors from Spain and also from Vietnam. Because as we mentioned, that this is not only an Asian cuisine gathering, but also food and delicacies from across the world. So, as we mentioned, there are some restaurants that have been featuring how the digital technology are reshaping our life, how the digital technology are making our life easier and more convenient. And as we can see, this is a smart restaurant that has making our meals and making our food more convenient. And let's take a try. Because before we come here, we have already reserved our seat. So now just take a closer look at how this restaurant is smart. Okay. So actually, this is an exhibition of the smart restaurant, and okay. 所以这个是一个智能点餐的是吗？
是的。
是通过什么点餐呢？
用支付宝或者是口碑扫二维码点餐就可以。
So this restaurant can be ordered meal by your Alipay. Just the customer can just scan the QR code and make a order. Let's take a try. Okay, we'll see. Okay, you can just scan your QR code, and you just start to. Let's try some of the. Okay, this one. I just ordered one of the meat, and later the robbers will send the meal here. Okay, as we can see that this is a robotic delivery machine, and it just delivered the food to the customers just ordered, and now I'm waiting for my food. And actually here in Hangzhou, a lot of restaurants have just upgraded their services. They are using the latest technologies to make their cooking services and the restaurant services much easier and more comfortable. Because we know Hangzhou is famous for its digital technology, and it has the Alibaba Group, and it has a NetEase company. A lot of famous internet companies here, and they are now upgrading their services and providing better. Okay, I think this is my food. Okay, this is my food I just ordered, and you can see it only takes less than one minute. Okay. Okay. Touch his hand. Goodbye. It's very convenient, right? And this is one of the meat here. Look, it's also one of the very famous snacks here in Hangzhou. Let's take a try. It tastes very good. Okay. We're going to try two other things, because we know nowadays there are still many machines that can even cook. Many are worried that maybe in the future the chefs may be replaced by some machines, but some others think that even machines can cook, but people still prefer some real chef can really cook some delicious food. Now let's try to take some other meals right next to this restaurant. This is also a very popular and robotic arm which can make some milk tea. Okay, it's still the same, and people can just scan their QR code and order, and then the robotic arm will make the milk tea by itself, because it's a combination of the technology like the big data, like the programming. 这个餐厅现在在杭州有吗？就是
有的在萧山口碑街已经有在落地的了。
大概有多少家在杭州？
杭州目前有1家在试运营，然后剩下的在开了。
Okay, so this beautiful lady just told me that here in Hangzhou, they have already opened one store here, letting this kind of a robotic arm to make drinks for the customers, and they are still trying to open more stores across Hangzhou. 现在还没有，其他城市还没有是吧？
上海也有，今年1月份在上海也有1家店落地了。
Okay, so right now Shanghai has also some stores making this kind of popular drinks here. So we can see that this kind of technologies and also very popular across Asia, and they are trying to make our drinks and making our cooking more easier and more convenient. And apart from food, and we just know that tea is also one of the most important elements for the cultural exchanges, because here in Hangzhou we know that Asian Cuisine Festival, there is another tea cultural exchange international tea forum. Because the day before yesterday, I went to the forum, and there are some tea experts from India, from Sri Lanka, from Thailand, also from South Korea. They are talking about how to improve the tea exchanges, how to improve the tea consumption across Asia and beyond, because we know that tea is one of the most popular drinks in Asia and across the world. But nowadays, they also face some challenges like how to boost tea consumption among younger generations. And also, one of the experts from Sri Lanka told me that they are facing some challenges like they are having inadequate workers to go to the tea fields to to have the tea harvest. But experts from China and Sri Lanka and Thailand are working together. They're hoping to train more tea workers, and also they are enhancing the tea exchanges, because they hope that in the future they can innovate more tea consumptions. Like in China, bubble tea is one of the most popular tea drinks here among younger generations. One of the tea experts in China also suggests that people should innovate their ways of drinking teas. So right here, you can not only try some food, you can also try some drinks in this Asian Cuisine Festival. Because apart from food, drinks is also one of the most important elements in the cultural exchanges. Because we went to many places like us, we journalists go to different places to do different stories. But whenever we go to a place, we will do the stories, but also we will try different food, and we will remember our talk with our friends, we will talk about different things. So that's maybe one of the most important things for your tourism. And so if you have anything to share, you can leave us a comment. But apart this food, and herbal tea is also one of the most famous and popular in the southern part of China. And my colleague Li Jianhua, who is in Guangzhou, he will tell you more about the herbal tea culture, because we know people drink different herbal tea, and it can cure different illnesses. So stay tuned. My colleague Li Jianhua will bring you more about herbal tea culture in Guangzhou. And thank you very much. This is Wu Lei in Hangzhou. Bye for now.
Hello. Once again, this is Li Jianhua broadcasting live in the southern Chinese city of Guangzhou. And I believe you have seen the food cultures in Hangzhou and Sichuan. And now I'm bringing you to somewhere different. And now I'm in the Guangdong Herbal Tea Museum. We're going to see the tea culture in the southern Chinese city. So, now it's around 36 degrees outside. If you have been staying in the room with AC on and you walk out in the heat, probably you could have a heat stroke. So how do people here cope with a heat stroke on their daily lives? Now I'm in the Herbal Tea Museum to bring you to share something about the herbal tea culture here. But I'm not an expert, so I'm joined by Li Yifei, who are going to walk us through the culture of herbal tea here in the southern Chinese city of Guangzhou. So would you like to say hi to our viewers around the world?
Hello， 大家好，我是广东省凉茶博物馆的讲解员李一飞。今天呢，就由我来带大家了解一下专属于我们广东人的饮食文化——广东凉茶文化。
So the herbal tea culture, right? It is very special and unique here. I don't find it anywhere actually. I'm a northern person and I have been staying in Guangzhou for 3 months already. And I do find something quite special here as the herbal tea. 我在这儿大概生活了有3个月，确实这个凉茶文化是不太一样的。在这个地方，在北方其他地方都没有。It is very special here, right? So could you tell us something about the culture here? And if we turn around the camera, we can see that two people, mummies, are preparing food. And what is it about? 这2个人在准备这个食材，这是关于什么的？
其实呢，我们现在看到的这个场景呢，就是我们典型的广东家庭式文化。那么我们可以看到，我们这里呢有一对夫妻，他在做饭。
The couple is preparing food, right?
对，他们是在做饭。那么我们可以看到，男主人公呢是在切姜，那么女主人公呢是在剥蒜。
So the man is slicing the ginger, right? And the woman is peeling the garlic, right? So what do? They're gonna make some soup, right?
对他们呢，现在是在煲制我们广东的一个老火靓汤、老火鸡汤。那么其实呢
，chicken soup, right? What is that for? Why do we have chicken soup?
就是他们呢，我们夏天我们身体上呢会有一些热气，还有一些暑气。那么呢，我们广东人呢就会通过一些饮食上的一个调节，来调节我们身体上的一些不适的症状。
Oh, that is very interesting. So in summer, as I said just now, it's usually around 36 degrees or 34 degrees Celsius. It's really hot and the heat probably was getting to your body. And the people here would have some chicken soup or probably some medicinal soup to get rid of, to all expel the heat in our bodies, right? It's quite interesting. And now let's move on to something different. We're going to talk about herbal tea, right? But now we saw the
那么他呢，就从道教的养生的一个角度去发掘，那么去发掘一些中草药材，那么研制出来。
Oh, I've got it. So he used to from like the central part of China or northern part of China, right? So came into this area around the like 400 AD, right? And he didn't feel comfortable because he was a northerner in the past. And then he came across with a way to get rid of the heat or something that could be trapped in your body, right? And the flower, if we can zoom in a little bit, we can go closer. The flower or the plants that he is holding is, what is this? It's artemisium, right? What is it? What is the thing that he's holding right now? 他这个手里握的是什么？
他手里呢握的就是我们当地的一种比较道地的一个药材，一味药材。因为呢药材呢是要讲究道地性，它的才能发挥它最好的一个药效。对。
What is it called? 这叫什么名字？
这个的话呢是，我可以走前一点看吗
？Yeah, let's move closer. Probably you can see it closely.
这个呢是蒲公英。对，这个呢是蒲公英。
What was that for? I can see the plant everywhere. This plant, right? So what is that for? 它是功能是有什么的？
它呢主要就是一个降火、清热降火的一个功能。对。
So it could cool probably the inner part of your body and expel the heat, right? So in summer, especially in the southern part of China, everything, the herbal tea you drink is usually to expel the heat in your body, right? It's very interesting. Now let's move on to the next place. Herbal tea culture. Now we gave you a general picture of what people used to do in the past and the history, the origin of it. Now we have come to the last place where you can see like the tree and also some different plants. What is it about? 这个地方是想要展示什么呢？
其实呢，这个地方就是展示呢，我们广东人为什么需要喝凉茶。
It shows why we need herbal tea.
对，那么我们也可以知道，我们今天的天气是非常热的，可以高达35摄氏度。
Yeah, it's around 35 or 36 degrees Celsius now, so it's really hot. So if it is around 34, if you're not from China or Asia, probably use Fahrenheit. 35 or 36 could be around 80 or 90 degrees Fahrenheit. And it's so hot. And then we have different plants because of the subtropical weather here, right? And you have different plants and you can do herbal tea.
对，因为我们广东人爱喝凉茶，其实是因为气候的原因。因为我们广东呢是在亚热带季风性气候，那么它夏季呢是高温多雨，冬季呢是终年不见风霜。那么为我们提供了一个非常好的一个条件去种植这些中草药材。
Yeah, because of the subtropical weather, and in summer it's really hot, and it's very humid, and in winter is it dry? In winter is it dry? 这冬天很干吗？
冬天其实不会，冬天呢是不见霜雪，但是呢，我们冬天呢大部分的树木就是植物还是绿色的。
It doesn't snow in winter. You still have the greenery even in winter, right? So that is why you have enough opportunity or chance to grow the plants everywhere to make herbal tea, right? Okay. So now let's move on to the next place, and we have seen the whole thing, the culture, the origin of herbal tea, and we also see different plants, right? And how does people in the past, especially here, make herbal tea? We can see tools here everywhere on display. And then here, if we turn around, I would like to show our viewers something here. It is what is it? 这是什么？
这个呢是药等。药等就是我们用来称药材的一个器具。
So basically, they are skills, right? So we weigh the medicines or the Chinese medicine we use. Okay. And then I can see some smaller ones here. It is not that clear properly if we zoom in. The smaller one, what is that for? 这个小的是干什么的？
其实小的呢也是用来称药材的，但是呢我们会分一些类别。就像呢我们其实不只有这2种大小的，我们还有更大的，就是我们会根据它的一个药材的一个重量去分等级的去使用这一些。像我们最上面的这一种呢，一般呢就会使用一些就是裁切好的一个小根茎类的一个。
So that the skill, the size of the skill depends on what we do, right? If we're weighing something smaller, we're going to use the small one. Okay, so now what we're looking at is the bigger one probably, the prepared medicine already. We're going to use that, and we also have something bigger in size, right? Okay. Okay, so we have seen the tools, we have seen the origin of herbal tea, also the medicinal plants and the culture here. Now let's move on to the next part, which is very interesting. So if you just tune in, please, if you just tune in, this is CGTN. We're broadcasting live in the southern Chinese city of Guangzhou. And today I'm going to show you something about the herbal tea culture here in the southern region of China. Now we have moved into this area. So this area is also very interactive. You can see the screen, and you can also see this thing is very much like a mic, which isn't actually. And if you push this button here, and then the sand would come out of this little thingy, and then you can tell, and or you make a guess, like which kind of medicinal plant that is, right? That is how it works, right? So tell us how it works, like the whole thing. Just now I explained how it works, but tell me something about it from your expert's point of view. OK， 这是怎么去做呢？
我们可以刚刚看到呢，我们这里写的是4个字“闻香识药”。那么呢，我们在这一个屏幕左右两边呢，会有2个不同的按钮，也就是说，它装的是2位不同的药材。那么呢
？Okay, so we have 2 buttons on each side of the screen, right? And we also have this button, and then so we do this, right?
如果我们按压的呢是左边这一个呢，我们就点击左，然后呢
So you just press left for me. Okay, and then I'm gonna push the button. Repeat it. Okay.
那么我们可以通过按压这一个按钮呢，就会有药材的气味从我们这一个孔里面传出来。那么我们就可以通过它的气味去辨别它的一个药材。
Okay, the scent would come out of this vent, right? If I keep pushing the button and let me see, what is it? It's medicinal, definitely. The smells is something like a Chinese medicine, right? I can choose now. Yeah, if I zoom in here, yeah, it's all Chinese, I'm sorry. But if you're from China, of course, definitely can tell. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many do we have here? So how many choices? We're going to have 12 choices, right? So by smelling it, this is very easy. If you have been living here in China and definitely have drunk something like that, especially on a hot summer day, you have heat stroke, and then we use that to get rid of the summer flu, because summer flu, I think it is something like this. And then, yeah, I think I've made the correct choice, right? Congratulations, I've got the right answer. What is it? So, yeah, we can see it here. Just now I could smell, yeah, unfortunately, viewers, we couldn't smell it. But just now it was this plant. If you move up a little upward, you can see that plant. Probably, I don't know where you are right now, if you are from China and you have that, or you are from any other Asian country, or if you are from Europe or America, probably you don't have that. And we can see the Latin name here, and it's Agastache rugosa. That is Latin. I don't know if I have pronounced the name right. So I've got this one right. Let's move on to the next place. Probably I can find something more.
我们这里呢有展示的是12味药材，那么我们还可以在这边。
Yeah, we have 12 of them, right? So, yeah, around the column, 12 of them altogether.
有12味。那么我们除了刚刚辨别的藿香呢，我们其实还可以再尝试的是去闻一下其他的。其实呢，有一些呢是我们经常可以食用的。
Okay, so I'm going to try something else, right? And some of them actually is edible, that we eat them in like our daily life, right?
我们可以再尝试一下这个，看您能不能猜得出来。
Oh, we're going to try this one. Okay. Keep pushing. Okay. So that one should be the next step, the right one, right? Let me try it again. Okay. I forgot the smell. Keep pushing. I don't think my nose works. Let me see. Cinnamon. Is this cinnamon? No, it's not right. It's not cinnamon. What is it? What is the one? Zisu. Okay. Is this here, right? I can see it here. This is not cinnamon. Yeah. So this is you can see the plant. Probably you have it. I know this one is quite popular in Vietnam. If you were from Vietnam, definitely have eaten something like that. I went to a Vietnamese restaurant yesterday, so I had that. The smell is quite strong and a little bit weird for me, for my taste bud. And the name, yeah, in Latin is perilla. Yeah, still, you push the button. Yeah, I don't smell anything. Give me another hint. Give me another hint. 再给我一个提示。
我们夏天的话呢，我们会经常用这个来泡水。
Okay.
泡水。
So probably usually put that in the water, in the drinking water, right? So summer, drinking water. And then we put a lot of things. Chinese people put a lot of things in the hot water, like could be black tea.
它还可以用作个润喉的功效，就比较清凉的。
Okay, so it goes for my throat. It goes for throat. Let me try it again. Yeah, I didn't smell anything, but let me make a wild guess here, probably. I'm guessing. So 12 of them. So I have already got this one and which one? This one, right? So these two gone. So I have 10 other choices. I don't know if I can get it right. So I'm going to go with cinnamon. It is wrong. It's not cinnamon because cinnamon doesn't have any smell. That is why I guess it was cinnamon. So it is.
对，您刚刚没有闻的那么浓烈的味道，是因为我们这些呢都是直接用晒干的药材，晒干的药材直接放进去，我们没有添加任何的一个香料。
So this is just mint, right? And then it is dried mint, so you didn't add any additive, right? So I don't feel anything strong. I know mint is usually quite strong. Yeah, 2 hints just now in summer, on a summer day, and we put that in the water, right? So mint. Yeah, probably I should have got it right, but I really didn't smell anything just now. Okay, so for those who just tuned in, this is CGTN. We're broadcasting live in the southern Chinese city of Guangzhou. And before me and my colleagues were in Sichuan, and where you probably have seen how to cook like hot pot and the really chilly stuff, right? And also in Hangzhou, they had the food court, and also AI, artificial intelligence, was involved in the modern way of cooking. And now I'm in the Guangdong Herbal Tea Museum. Guangdong Herbal Tea Museum, if you want to know anything about the herbal tea culture, definitely leave your comments down below. And my friend here will give you the explanation. Also, will probably give you a full round and well-rounded knowledge of the herbal tea culture here, right? So we know the origin already, and just now I was trying to tell or distinguish different kinds of medicinal plants here, which I failed apparently. I got one right, but anyways. So if you have any questions, please leave your comments on Facebook or Weibo or YouTube, anywhere, and we'll get back to your questions as soon as possible. Okay, so now we have come to the final part of it, right? The final part of it is here. Yeah. How did people in the past make herbal tea, or the what is it?
Herbal tea.
How do they make herbal tea?
这边呢就是一个互动配药区。那么首先呢，我们可以看到我们这个边的屏幕。对。那么我们屏幕上面呢会有一些凉茶的配方展示。那么我们上面呢展示有非常
recipes, right? So we have like 1, 2, 3, 4 is 14 kinds of them altogether. 14 kinds of herbal tea in Guangdong, right? So this is really hot, and you said it's around 36 degrees, right? So when it's really hot, probably people get heat stroke very easily. And then, like, which one would you pick for them? 因为这个夏天温度比较高，也容易中暑呢。一般我们会选哪一种？
像我们一般呢就会选择这个桑菊茶。那么桑菊茶它的主要成分呢，主要是有桑叶、菊花、薄荷、苦竹叶跟白茅根。
Okay, so this is very interactive. I can see like what kind of ingredients I need to put in the tea, right? And then, so it could help me expel the heat properly to prevent heat stroke. And we can see, yeah, 5 of them all together. Yeah, unfortunately, they are all in Chinese. And then this one is Sangye, right? And then we have chrysanthemum, we have mint, and we also have bamboo roots, right? Okay, so today I'm going to show you how people in the past, okay, made the herbal tea. I'm going to do it now properly. Yeah, I'm not a practitioner, but I'll try really hard since I've got the ingredients ready and how much you need to add into the whole thing, the pot, right? So that you make herbal tea altogether. So the first one, I'm going to use the first one, so the Chinese Sangye. Okay, I'm going to go with it.
我们可以用这个药等。
So this is the deng we saw just now, right? That was on display, but this one is very new. Okay, this is the skill basically in modern English. Okay, so the first one is sangye. Like, yeah, where is it? Let me see. There were so many of them all together.
This one, right?
This one, and it said 5 grams. It's not too much.
那么呢，我们可以抓一点，它上面屏幕上面显示的呢是5克，5克，那么我就放在这个等上面，那么我们就去称它。
This is how you, this is how you weigh it, right? You put it in the scale, and there is a little thing here, the little weight.
那么其实这个药等呢，它也是有讲究的，像我们这里呢有2个可以提起来的地方。
Yeah, one is green, one is red. Well, why do we have 2 then?
那么这个绿色的呢，这个呢就会称我们更重的。那么绿色的这里呢，这一面也是有一些我们的一个克数。那么
So if we hold the green part of it, okay, so we're weighing something heavier. So if it is red, I think, yeah, it could be for something lighter. 什么东西更轻的？
就像一些叶，就是叶子类的，它就会更轻。那么
like leaves, right? So for this one, we're gonna use the red one.
对，我们就会用这个轻的。那么轻的话呢，它是每一个这个红点就是1克的意思。
Okay, that is very interesting. If we can give it a close look here, right? So we're gonna use this. It is so close.
对。
Yeah, but yeah, probably our viewers couldn't see it. But now, if you were here, you can see like the dots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like the little dots here. One red dot is like 1 gram, right? If you use the red one here.
Yes.
So we're going to use 5 grams, and we're going to make it 5. Yeah, this is for measurement. Oh, should be okay.
对，5克。
5 grams. It is too much. It is not enough. Probably we're going to add more. Is it good? Now, yeah, it is perfect now. The scale. So I have 5 grams of this, right? Okay.
5克。那么我们称好之后呢，我们就可以倒到这个药臼。
So we're gonna put it in the pot. One of them probably.
倒到这个药臼上面。
This one is empty probably. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
我们就可以这样去倒。我们可以拿4、5种药材一起去混合着去倒。
So we're gonna have a mixture of 4 or 5 different kinds of herbs, right? So we're gonna need more. Yeah. This time, let me try it. 这次我试一次哈。Okay, the next one, we have got the first one ready, and the second one is chrysanthemum. Yeah, the second one is chrysanthemum. Let me find chrysanthemums here. Okay, this is chrysanthemum. Yeah. Thank you. So I'm going to try it now. Okay, as I told you just now, for leaves or something light, we're going to use the red one, the little thing here. 5 grams. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not too much. Lovely. Okay.
你拿药等的姿势很标准，
Is
非
it?
常标准。
Thank you. Yeah, she just said that I look really professional. Okay, so it's gonna be 5 grams. 5 grams of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, 5 little red dots. And now is it? Yeah, a little bit more probably. A little bit more. Okay. A little bit more. It's perfect now. Yeah, you can see it's perfect the scale, right? Thank you.
再加1、2颗就更好。
Yeah, probably one more. Yeah, it's perfect.
刚刚呢，它是它的尾巴是会往下一点。
So it was yeah, the tail was yeah.
其实它的原理呢就是杠杆原理。
哦。
它是利用杠杆原理。
So the lever, right? It's very much like a lever.
Yes.
Sorry. It's very much like a lever. Then you have the weight here, and then you have the little tray, and you can put some plants here. So 5 grams already perfect. That's a lot actually for 5 grams, I'm afraid. Okay.
再把这个倒到原来我们这一个药臼里面。
So we're gonna put these flowers in the pot, right? Perfect. And then let's do this, right? You can see that. Smells really good. It smells really good. 闻起来还挺香的。
对。
Okay.
菊花的香味。
Oh, the smell of chrysanthemum of daisy. You have to do it really hard, actually. It's very much like a bell. It's not that easy, to be honest. I was expecting it to be lighter. Okay, so we have got 2 already, right? And then it said in the ingredients, we're gonna have 3 more. But anyways, this is how people in the past, did it, right? To make herbal tea, and you need to grind the plants, and also you have the ingredients, like how much you need to add into this pot. And then they grind the whole thing, and the next thing is they're gonna put it in the boiling hot water, right? 就把它最后一步再煮了。
对，像我们一般呢，煲煮凉茶、煎煮凉茶呢，我们会就是根据我们不同的身体症状去选择不同的一个凉茶去煎煮。
That depends on like how you feel, right? If you feel like it is the herbal tea, like different kinds of them. Now we can see 14 kinds of them, 14 kinds of ingredients to deal with different illnesses. Yeah, that depends on how you feel, especially in such a hot weather, right? So that is why I chose this one, because it helped me expel the heat trapped in my body.
对，那么像我们就像刚刚那样倒好之后呢，我们可以看到那边呢是有一个煎煮的一个器具。
So if we go around, and then after the grinding, we're gonna put the mixture of different plants into this pot. Yeah, if we open it. Yeah, it is empty now, right? Yeah, this is the museum, of course. And then you have fire underneath, and then you're going to boil the water. This is how you do it. But how long do we usually boil the whole thing? 它一般要煮多久？
一般呢，我们是会放3碗水，然后把它煎煮成1碗水。
3 bowls of drinking water, right? And they boil the water with the herbs until it is reduced to only 1 bowl of water. How long is yours? That really depends, right? 不知道大概有多久，反正要3碗变成1碗。
对。对，是的，就是我们呢会去看它，就像我们以前呢，经常都会有一个类似一个童子，他会坐在旁边拿那个扇子，就蒲叶扇，那么在旁边帮忙扇，那么他们呢就会在旁边呢在边看，然后边看它的火候。
So someone would be manning the pot, right, or the fire, and then they would keep checking on the fire, and then if it is ready already, right? In the past, and then it was really, really troublesome and time-consuming. Right, probably could take you a good couple of hours until you have only 1 bowl of herbal tea, right? Yeah, that is how people did in the past. But now it is very different, right? I think everything has become industrialized, and we can have herbal tea everywhere. In Guangzhou, in the streets of Guangzhou, you can see them everywhere, right? 像现在的话都是工业化了，会更容易一些。
对，像我们以前呢，煎煮这些药材呢。工程量其实是挺大的，一般呢都要2至3个小时，甚至呢是一整个上午。那么现在呢，我们
2 or 3 hours, right? Until the 3 bowls of water is reduced into 1.
对，一般情况下都要2至3个小时，那么甚至更长，可能1个晚上都要先浸泡。那么还有一个情况呢，就是一整个上午。那么现在呢，我们呢都会出一种比较便捷的，就我们不需要去直接自己去煎煮，我们可以现在呢研发出了一种叫配方颗粒，中药配方颗粒。
So it's usually it could take you like one night. No, it's like before, like one day before, a night before, and then you need to prepare the whole thing, right? And you put them with the water. And then until the next morning, and then you start the whole process. It could take you 2 or 3 hours in average, and probably a good more couple of hours, right? But now we have come up with some new methods of making the herbal tea, right? Totally industrialized. So how do you do it? 就是一般怎么做呢？
您是说凉茶是吗？
就是现代的一个这个工艺，就是 modern methods of making herbal tea.
那么现代人呢，他一般呢。比较少自己去煎煮的，那么它呢是可以直接到我们的一些医院或者是一个代煎的一个药店去直接购买。那么我们是研制了出了一种配方颗粒，就类似我们现在喝的板蓝根颗粒、夏桑菊颗粒是那样子的颗粒，但是呢它是通过提取的。那么它是通过提取纯度，那么我们可以医生可能会开好几包，就比如说有一些板蓝根，有一些夏桑菊，那么可以混合，然后直接冲水。这个工艺呢就更方便、更便捷了我们现在一个上班。
Okay, so we have made it all very convenient right now. So in the past, it said you have to make it like on your own. It could be 2 or 3 hours on average, but now we have made everything. You can go to the hospital or probably clinics to buy the whole thing in a package, in the packs, right? And then you can do it very easily, probably within a minute, and they can have the herbal tea ready. Yeah. So for those who just tuned in, this is CGTN, and we're broadcasting live in the southern Chinese city of Guangzhou, and this is the Guangdong Herbal Tea Museum. And before me, my colleagues were talking about food cultures in Sichuan and Hangzhou, and here we just talk about the herbal tea. If you like our post, please share the post with your friends or give us a big heart. Okay. So if you want to know more about herbal tea culture, or probably Sichuan cuisine or Hangzhou cuisine, definitely leave your comments down below on Facebook or Twitter of CGTN, and we'll get back to your questions as soon as possible so that you can know more about it. So we're going to see you next time. Bye-bye. Have a nice weekend. I'm going to see you. Bye-bye.